And now back. After some technical difficulties, once again, it's the Mike Holder Show. I'm bored. Now I'm the chairman of the board. I'm linked into dialogue, living like a dog. I'm bored. Actually, no, I'm not bored. I'm going through technical difficulties. Sorry about that, folks. We just kind of dropped out of sight. Kind of fell off the edge of the internet there. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of looking up that story. 27 things, you know, you can't do without Facebook. And I found one thing you can't do without Spreaker, and that's make a show. So hey, we get a little bit extra here. Sorry about that. My apologies. But you know, that's what happens sometimes when you go through this stuff. So let's get back to the other bed, which is this one. Alright, what were we talking about? Oh yes! 27 things you can't do without Facebook. First of all, you can't prove that you're not a serial killer from Airbnb rentals. Number two, another thing you can't do without Facebook, that's see what music your friends are listening to. Number three, have a simple alibi if you're accused of a crime. Newsfeed, not robbing you. Haha, whatever. Get a job at Facebook. Get a job at a public agency. See what videos your friends are watching. Crowdsource locating missing pets with zero effort. See exactly where your friends who have Facebook are. Comment on your favorite website. Share life's biggest moments, like people using Facebook in extraordinary ways. Stay truly connected with your grandparents. Publicly prove you are smarter than your friends or have better musical knowledge than your friends. Poke someone in an acceptable manner. Talk to people against their will. Find friends who will give you their organs. Discover the secret of eternal beauty. Revisit old digital memories instantly. Easily converse in pirate, which you can do. You can switch your page to pirate. Send a fake invite. Change the world. All those wonderful things. Yes, you guys could claim the Vikings there in Dakota. Because that's the sad thing about people who live in North and South Dakota. They do not have a team. They do not have a baseball team. They do not have a football team in those states. Hockey, basketball. They don't even have a rugby team or a soccer team. But they can claim the Vikings. And you know what? I bet you're cheering because the Vikings kicked the crap out of the Lions Sunday. Yep, put a fork in them. They're done. The Lions are done as far as I'm concerned. We'll see. Next up, Sunday, and then the misery of Thanksgiving Day. See, that's the thing. We have the misery on Thanksgiving Day of watching the Lions lose on TV. What we do is we gather around the table, we eat the turkey, we ingest the tryptophan, we sit in front of the TV, pop the belt, of course, and watch the Lions lose. Ah, yes, Thanksgiving memories. What chick are we talking about? Wayne is saying, have you seen the arms on that chick? Which chick are we talking about? The biographer, the David Petraeus biographer? Yeah, she bench presses like 250 pounds or something. She's ex-military too, from what I understand. Broadwell, I think is her last name. Sally, I can't even think what her first name is. Whatever. Yeah. You know. So Dancing with the Stars is on, as I see. People are voting on it. What else is happening? They're collecting data. Yes, they are. Every time we get on the internet, they collect data. Did you know that? Every time you post on Facebook, they collect data. That's how they're able to target those ads, you know? People realize that. It's true. It's true. Right now, me broadcasting on Spreaker, they're collecting data on me. They're probably recording, well, of course they're recording. This podcast is being recorded, and you can download or listen to on Spreaker.com past episodes, and you can build up quite a dossier on me of what a crazy lunatic I am or whatever. But you know, after you listen to all my podcasts, after you listen to what I do live, 99.9% of you will just say,
"What a maroon! What an ignoramus!"
Yeah. It throws me off when I lose the thing on Spreaker. It's like I had the show going, I was rolling, I was in the groove, and guess what? I'm like, it's not there. And it's not finding some of my stuff now. Let's see if it finds it now. Yeah, it is. I'm looking for all my stuff again, like my favorite, of course.
I'm so excited I could squirt.
Ah, they're all coming back to me now. There we go. My favorite, of course, is this. Because I just like that. Alright, where are we here? We went through the 27 things you can't do without Facebook. Isn't that lovely? Tell you what, if you're going to smuggle tobacco into the country, make sure you take lots of pictures of yourself packing the stuff and have those pics on your phone when stopped, so it makes it so much easier for the customs officers. Apparently this happened. Some dude trying to smuggle tobacco and got busted. And had pictures of him packing the stuff, loading the stuff on their phone. This happened in England at Heathrow Airport. Customs officers found photos on phones of them posing with the contraband. Each had 5 suitcases with a total of 291 kilograms of tobacco. Smuggling tobacco. Wonder if that was pot, what they would do then. Oh, you guys are okay. Just weirdness in this world. The thing that took down General Petraeus, they found out, and this is kind of ironic, here's a man who works at the CIA, top government, and it was basically email stupidity that took him down. One of the bigger news stories recently has been the fact that he had a wandering spy gadget. It's a big kind of deal in the sense that cheating sets you up for blackmail, which is a bad thing for the head of America's overseas intelligence apparatus to be exposed to. Wouldn't you think? He was busted by his mistress and biographer, Paula Broadwell. Paula was her name. Being a bit free with the email threats and not being a bright enough bulb to keep his Gmail password private. During the course of the investigation, as they're monitoring Broadwell's email account, they found, ta-da, messages coming from Petraeus' personal Gmail account and were concerned that his account had been hacked, leading to concerns about potential national security breaches. First of all, you're a CIA agent. What the heck are you doing with a Gmail account? Ay vey. Apparently, Broadwell got the names and addresses, email addresses of the people she was sending these emails to from Petraeus' personal Gmail account. Now, thank goodness he didn't have any state secrets on that account, on his personal email. But he would have stuff like, you know, travel schedule, or that he was interrogating his biographer with his with his manhood. But it's all a moot point now. I mean, he's resigned. It's amazing. The man in charge of the Central Intelligence Agency busted because he was stupid with a Gmail account. Yep, those are the kind of people we have running our government in Washington, D.C., folks. Stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. I don't know. I don't know if it'll succeed. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, if you're looking for a way to get the police to slow down if they're chasing you, might want to try this. Florida Highway Patrol trooper attempted to pull a guy over after a man who was not wearing a seatbelt began pointing and laughing at him, okay? Really? Really? You're going to point and laugh. Then, the trooper could see the seatbelt dangling, okay, because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He stared at the trooper, began to laugh uncontrollably, pointing at him. When the trooper attempted to pull him over, this dude continues to drive and then suddenly stopped in an attempt for me to crash my patrol car to his vehicle. And then he threw a bag of food out his window towards the patrol vehicle and continued driving. And as the pursuit then continues, this guy begins waving a knife out the driver's side window and then threw it at the patrol car. Then he ran a red light in his continued attempt to flee the trooper. He stopped briefly and rummaged in his car and then threw what appeared to be a pack of cans at a person sitting on a bench. Then continued driving, running another red light. Wow. Some pretty nasty drugs they had on there. Wow. For the second time now in 24 hours, Israel has responded to border shelling from Syria. Twice. It's now twice. This time, the Israelis used tank fire to strike at Syrian launchers. And they hit. Direct hit. The Middle East is starting to get really testy. That's probably why the gas prices jumped up 30 cents today. Something's going down in the Middle East, man. You know, I've given up. Gas is just going to be what it is, and I'm just going to have to adjust my driving. That's all I can do, man. I can sit there and whine and complain about, oh, the gas prices and the oil companies are all a bunch of things, and we ought to just, you know, boycott them. Remember the old boycotts they used to do? These were the email boycotts back, 15, 20 years ago. Everybody pick one day of the month, the 23rd of whatever month, and nobody get gas that day. And you'll bring the oil company to their knees. No, you won't. First of all, everybody's going to fill up on the 22nd or whatever, and not get gas on the 23rd. It makes no difference if it's a day earlier they get their gas. And the only people you really hurt by doing that is not the oil companies. It's the people who own the gas stations. They're not the oil companies. They're private individuals, franchisees, all these other kinds, independent owners and operators, as they call them. And they can't make their bills because you do that. Stupid. Whoever came up with that protest a few years ago, I mean...
What a maroon.